time goes on, I've been paying attention to the parks a bit. You know, they only got about a third of the guest volume that they normally do, and they have been pretty good about keeping people apart. I have seen somewhere you got people still trying to get in lines, I guess, but you know, there's a lot of stuff that normally is there. It's going to be modified a lot. We talked about the masks. I mean, if you really think I want to walk around wearing a mask in 95-degree heat, I don't. But
no, but they've
probably going to try.
They've been safe.
Yeah, but you know, it looks like we're probably going to try and go for a couple days.
That surprised me. And so
it surprised me because at first I was like,
No, but to your credit, and I guess to their credit, I mean, 'cause if you feel safe enough to go, because you've been even probably more strict than I am.
Yeah,
and when you told me you were going to go, that was a bit surprising.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And like I said, we've canceled everything else.
Yeah.
We canceled our trip to Jersey. That's coming in. It was supposed to be for November already. Done with that. The cruise, the summer trip. I mean, everything. You know, and they even said that they were doing the Not So Scary Halloween, which is like one of my favorite things to go to. You know, they canceled that. No Very Merry Christmas, nothing. So and when you go, there's no parades, no fireworks, no meet and greets with the nothing.
It takes away from the experience.
It does. It's a big part of it. But to get away from here for a while,
yeah,
even for just to see something else, man. You know what I'm saying?
And because you've done your research and you see that they've
that's
been
a big
safe.
That's a big reason.
Because I do think sometimes we just get in our minds, we can't go anywhere. I'm like,
I know, and
and that's where even from the beginning, dude. Like, somebody would say, not to your face, but that's stupid. That's irresponsible. How are you going to put it in danger? And then you're like, motherfucker, I went to Publix yesterday.
I know. And
we need to bread.
Listen, I did make that point.
We need the bread.
Because me and Sammy were bouncing it back and forth. And even now, I'm like, am I making the right decision? Because, you know, if we go and anyone gets it, I'm going to feel guilty.
My point being, so who goes in and out more? Who in one Disney World? Publix located at fill in the blank. Where's more traffic on one day? Where's more traffic?
I agree. Publix is horrible.
Right?
Yeah,
but nobody's going to call you irresponsible for going to Publix to get food for your kids.
Right.
Okay.
And that's why I said, well, listen, we could be getting it when we go there. And we're dealing with idiots going, you know, they have the markings on the floor and people still go the wrong way and they get behind you. They don't give a fuck. So, yeah. So I'm like, you know what? If that's the case, then screw it. And again, we're not going for long. It's just 2 days.
Yeah.
And they don't let you, like before, we would go half a day for one, sometimes ride what we want to ride, and then just do park hop over to whatever. No park hopping. They stopped all that. So you can only do one park per day, and they're shutting down, they're closing the parks a lot earlier than they normally do. So if Magic Kingdom, let's say, would close at, say, 11 or 10, they're closing at 7. I mean, it's like a huge difference. Yeah. And they're not opening until 10, where normally it would be 8. So you got a smaller window, much smaller window, and there's just a lot less people going. And if you see a lot now, a lot of times you just see it looks like a bunch huge pockets of empty space, which you just don't see there. Normally it's a sea of people, and you can't even breathe. So, you know.
But it just goes to show, man, people, nobody knows shit. Nobody. I'm sick and tired, and we talked about it earlier. I don't want to hear no more about what the news says and what the left says and what the right says and this politician and that politician. No, but this scientist. But that's not. No, but this guy's a doctor. He said this. Yeah, but then you got this doctor that says the opposite. Yeah. Like, live your life. Be responsible for your fucking self. If wearing a mask is such a pain in the ass for you, then don't freaking go nowhere, because I don't think it's that serious.
It's gonna be interesting.
I don't think it's that serious. Wear the freaking mask.
Right.
At work. I told you today.
Well, now it's
they're going to check on us. What's the problem?
Are we having a problem?
They time to go back to the baseball. They put the other day, if Francisco Lindor can make this badass play with his mask on, you can wear a mask to go to Publix. What's the big deal?
Agreed.
That being said, you want to go to Disney with your kid? You've done your research. You feel like it's safe for you, your wife, and your son to go. It is probably 100 times safer than going to Publix. And we don't go to Publix to fuck around, but because we go because we have to.
Yeah, we have to.
That's okay. No, what are we doing?
Yeah.